It looks like we're live. It's December 23. It's the second last day of this adventure that we've been doing. Good to see you all. I hope you're having a good day. Drop a comment in the comments and say hi. So, start with Gibsons, 23. It's supposed to rain today. The news has been full of it today. Yes, for the last couple of days, in fact, because it almost never rains in LA, so it's a big deal. I got an email from the city of LA telling people where to go pick up sandbags if they need it. Well, I mean, we have desert areas and we have areas that were in fire some months ago and things are under construction, so there's a lot of exposed hillside probably. So landslides are a real concern. So they're just being proactive. Because even a little bit of rain can unleash quite a lot of chaos here. So let's do. Oh, good morning, Isa and the Puzzling Muggle. Hello. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday. It's Tuesday already. Yeah. Oh, my child was pointing out to me that I said Tuesday, not American way. Who knows this very well? All right, so anyway, they put a YouTube video to demonstrate to me how the word Tuesday is supposed to be said. And then, so it's either Tuesday or Tuesday or Tuesday. But then everybody in the comment was actually explaining that it was Tuesday. So I don't know which is right, but I know I say Tuesday. And apparently that's more British. So welcome to Tuesday. Good morning, Sue. I'm just rambling a little here about my own pronunciation. And we're doing Gibsons. Oh, it's too early in the morning. My nose is not awake yet. Okay. Alright, so this looks like a scene. There's a big bird of some kind up there. An owl, maybe? An owl's Christmassy. And then there's a village, I think, because I see some small houses, multiple lampposts. And let's see. Is today a travel day for anybody, or just a regular day at home, working? What is up, people? Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and then we have to like put all of these together, and then after at some point maybe off camera take them all apart. Whatever. Oh yes, this was here. Just working from home. Good to hear that. Oh, I think maybe this is a tail. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening with these birds. Let's finish up the village first. So everybody in my family actually got this week off, so that's nice. And then in a couple of days after Christmas, I'm gonna go out to Palm Springs. No, that's Joshua Tree. And see a escape room B&B, which should be fun. I've always wanted to check that place out, but it's kind of pricey, so I needed people who wanted to go so we could split the cost. And I have some friends who wanted to do that, so yes. After years of wanting to see that place, I'll finally get to see it. It's pretty close. It's only like a couple hours drive, so I won't be gone long. Where is the head of this bird? There we go. Christmas tern. Those are terns, right? I don't know about this big one here yet. Where does this go? Anyway, let's just keep building and see what shows up. Oh, this goes down here. That's why I couldn't figure it out. And then, oh, yeah, it is a tern. It's just got holly in its beak. Well, maybe it's a tern. I'm not very familiar with my bird identification. But that's Christmassy enough. Oh, dearie. All right, so we got that. Put it over there. And let's do the room. The box is so light now, and there's a very heavy stack of puzzles off to the side. All right, United Kingdom mince pies. That was yesterday in the cloudberries. I was like thinking those are cookies with the stars on them. Those are mince pies. Now I know. Oh, I should read the description. Mince pies are a popular treat originally made with meat and fruit in the medieval times. However, the recipe has evolved over the centuries, leading to the modern sweet version we know of now, filled with a mixture of pork mincemeat, a combination of dried fruit, sweat, and spices. That's not even meat anymore. But don't we call mincemeat like ground meat? I'm confused. So many pieces. Okay. Well, now at least now I can identify the picture in the cloudberries puzzle. Later I'll pull out the whole thing and can see the mince pies. So we have two kids, one and a cracker in the foreground, a cracker. And they're making a Christmas list, and there's ornaments in the background. Okay, that should be fun and easy. I've started going through my undone puzzles from the last year. There are a lot. Oh. And even if I don't buy any more puzzles in the next year, I still won't run out of puzzles for 2026. I feel like I should put them all together in a pile and sort of organize and figure out my strategy for putting them together, like which ones are for practice and which ones are just because I thought they're fun, and which ones maybe I'll do them on live stream. I don't know. That's a lot of puzzles. I mean, I did a lot of puzzles, and then I went to puzzle swaps, and then people swapped puzzles with me, so I came back with new puzzles, and I didn't spend any money. I know my husband would much rather me just giving them away. But people feel bad if you just say just pick whatever you want, then they feel awkward just picking what they want. If I say okay, we'll do one for one trade, then they take as many as they like because they know I'll take some back in return. So I did end up with a lot of puzzles that I didn't buy last year or this year. I was like, in fact, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll trade them a puzzle and I'll just put it back on my blanket, and so someone else who came along could pick it if they wanted to. And that happened a few times. People were like, I want this puzzle. I'm like, cool, it's yours. And then they'll leave me a puzzle that they're carrying around. At puzzle swaps, it's kind of interesting. Everybody has different techniques for managing the inventory. Like the way I do it, I make a pile in front of my car and put a sign out saying like, come find me if you want to do a swap, or this is my. A lot of people just know who I am, so that works out. Some people put a cart behind them carrying everything, so if you want to swap, they have everything right there ready for swapping. Some people carry one or two in there, with them. They just walk around and then say, are you interested in this puzzle? And I usually say, okay, sure. So it's kind of very informal. I guess it has to be more formal if you get bigger, but right now people still make it work. It's kind of nice. The thing is that the swapping goes so quickly. It usually starts around like say 10 o'clock. People get it at 9:30 to start setting up their areas, and then because they had to put in a rule that swapping should. Good morning, Kimberly Slice Bread, and I'm talking about puzzle swaps. So the organizers had a rule that no pre-swaps, or you can pre-swap like if you're discussing it on Facebook or on Instant Messenger, but when you're there, nobody starts swapping until the time so that people have a chance to get there, get ready, and everybody has an equal opportunity to get puzzles. But it goes so quickly once it starts because everybody walks around, figures out what they want, and then there's this like mad rush. It's kind of like, going to some kind of auction and everybody previews the merchandise and gets ready their bids. It's kind of funny. And then so there's this mad rush at 10 o'clock. Everybody's running around swapping. Well, not run, everybody's very composed. But within half an hour, like a lot of the swaps have been done. And but when I go to those things, I usually want to like see people that I know, friends who are there, and I want to hang out. And some swaps now they say, well, we'll do a lunch after the swap to hang out. So when you're swapping, you can focus on swapping. And also, like, sometimes I want to try and make a video about it, and it's just too much going on somehow. But I really enjoy the fact that we have them going on, so I'm not going to complain too much. It's nice that we have people who are willing to put in the effort to organize things for the community. As a community, we all benefit. And it's really nice to have puzzle swaps because everybody does puzzles and everybody has a lot of puzzles they don't necessarily want to do a second time, and there's still a lot of life left in these puzzles. Both kids have the same color hair. Don't know which kid is which. I think this is the blonde one. So yeah, ever since people in my area started having these puzzle swaps, I have gotten hold of a lot more puzzles without buying them, which is a good and bad thing. I'm trying to make videos about them because a lot of people always get excited when they see my videos on the swaps. They're like, oh, I wish I could have that near me. And it's really not that hard to put together. Like, the people who organized them were just enthusiastic. And that's really neat, the willingness to do it and the little understanding of how to do it. And they figured it out after a couple of tries, and it kept getting better. Even the first try was decent because people were just, all right, we'll figure out over here to do puzzles and swap puzzles. Like, what could go wrong? And it worked out. And they definitely learned things along the way, so I wanted to make videos to help others learn from the experience. And yeah, it's very, as a community driven event, it's really quite easy to put together. And puzzlers love it, and it works for puzzlers everywhere because everybody has puzzles and everybody wants to get new puzzles. Anyway, so I'm lucky enough to be within driving distance of 3 major counties, so we have puzzles and swaps in all of them. And I think the organizers at least try to not overlap with each other too much, so I could potentially be going to a puzzle swap every month if I had enough organization to put my puzzles together, because I always like create a giant batch of puzzles and then head out there. Alright, the last swap I went to, everyone got there and put their puzzles down and had time to walk around. And then when the organizers said go, then everyone had a minute to grab one puzzle. Oh, did they put all the puzzles in like one table or group together? Because we hold parking lot swaps and people come with 40, 50 puzzles and they put a pile behind their car, so you kind of have to walk around the parking lot. I've seen smaller swaps where it's a table and everything fits on one table and it's a giant pile. Or at least one area. I remember we did one in an industrial kitchen. That did it 3 times, and then everybody could grab whatever puzzles were left. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we also the shop I have, they have a free table, and at the end they take those and donate them to charity, which is kind of nice. Or another person puts them in bins in front of a house, and over the next couple of weeks, people can just show up and grab whatever they want, even if they couldn't make it to the swap, which is a nice thing. There were multiple tables, but tables were organized by piece count. Very nice. Yeah. There's so many ways to do it. Puzzles are puzzles. People find ways to exchange them. There's another puzzle swap I go to that was organized by competition organizer. She's a lot stricter. She gives out like raffle tickets when you come and drop a puzzle, so you can get as many as you have tickets for. That's as a swap is a secondary activity to the competition, so it works that way. All right, today is this one. It's Rocking Horse. Okay. In fact, I think the California state, and when he also had it organized by puzzle Peace Cow, which worked quite well. But then I was so busy competing, I don't think I even looked at the swap table that day. Puzzle swaps I like them as a way to get brands I never heard of and wouldn't have thought to buy. Because the thing that when you buy online, you always get exactly what you want. So you don't get to browse often to see other things that you didn't shop for. Or at least I don't browse online. I guess I could just search for jigsaw puzzles in Amazon, or go to like Puzzle Warehouse and go through the 5,000 puzzles that show up. But yeah, I don't do a lot of browsing nowadays, so I miss out on what's happening in the market, I guess. So to put, although occasionally I've gone to Barnes and Noble, and they have an increasingly impressive selection nowadays. I just posted a video going to the Barnes and Noble in San Mateo, and yeah, so many puzzles. It's kind of nice still to see it in person, because puzzling is an in-person activity. There's no reason shopping should, or it can't be in person occasionally as well. What am I building? I haven't looked at the picture. Oh, this is the horse blanket. The horse mane and the horse tail are shiny today. Okay, this is the... There we go. And this is the bits around here. So that shall put together the shiny parts. Okay. Oh, the loop, the ornament loop. All right. So some of this is tail. Maybe this part. Hi, Super Matthew. Mother Christmas. Is that autocorrect for Merry Christmas? I like how swaps let you see and try new brands, but I also try to grab at least 1 or 2 puzzles that I don't typically gravitate towards to challenge myself to new styles that I wouldn't want to spend money on. That's a great attitude. I try new things. I usually grab new brands also, just because I think it'll be fun to do them, make videos about my learning process for new brands. I should do more talky videos. A lot of my videos are just like, oh, here's a video of me building this puzzle. I don't talk, but you can watch me build for like 30 minutes. But yeah, I keep forgetting that it's not that hard to talk about puzzles like I do right now. I get a little intimidated by talking. But I do like the fact that we get to try new puzzles for for free, essentially. So I will definitely, I think I should make it the goal this year to make a good video about swapping or organizing swaps that will be helpful to people who want to try it and not done it yet. Community service. I need to make a list of the videos I want to do this year. It's just like, I was shopping for puzzles the other day, and I probably shouldn't, but I told my kid, I was like, oh, I'm doing quarter planning for Q1. And they're like, are you running a company or something? I'm like, well, I mean, I've got to be planning, right, to make it successful. But it did sound kind of funny that I was planning my quarter of puzzles. All right, so we have the two hooves. In France, we call Santa Claus Father Christmas, Père Noël, and the woman is Mother Christmas, Mère Noël. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that was. Oh, I guess yeah. In the US, we call her Mrs. Claus. Thank you for sharing that. I have not been to France at Christmas time. I was in Rome near Christmas. Oh God, what year was that? 2003 maybe, a long time ago. And then my friend was staying with brought me to this Piazza Navona, and there was a huge Christmas fair going on in there. And I hadn't traveled a lot internationally before that, and so to me that was like it was really cool and really new. But yeah, then she showed me all the different Italian Christmas traditions. And now thinking back, it was kind of crazy because I didn't know her in person. I knew her from the internet. And I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll go visit you. Stay with this stranger from the internet. And then, yeah. So much for internet safety, right? I probably will not do that these days. Or at least not stay with them. Well, I'm also older now, and I guess I could afford a hotel room. But yes, I think it would be lovely to see other countries' traditions firsthand. Although there's all sorts of traditions all year round that I could probably make a case for seeing. Where does this one go? Oh, this falls fit this. Yeah, I think it's here. It fits everywhere. Oh, and look at this was supposed to go here. That's the only problem with this brand. The cut is so generic. All the pieces fit in almost every spot. It is cute, thank you. Yes. No, yeah. That's why I keep forgiving this brand because it is super cute. Oops, this way. I like the style. I think it doesn't quite fit. I mean, instead of false fit somewhere, it looks correct. You know what? It's close enough. Yay! Or as my family say, close enough for government work. Today's 23. Alright, so do not do the other one, but here's one stitch. Alright, I guess we should move these up the way. One stitch, almost at the end of the reindeer rumpus. Have we seen all the reindeer? I thought there were 9 reindeer. I've been keeping count. Alright, here's 23. It's just showing the front of an apartment building or hotel. I don't see any clues as to what might be happening inside, no shadows. So that's good. Oh, I've also been in London near Christmas time. I was visiting my best friend who was living there at the time. And I got to eat some of the raclette. I guess that's Swiss, but the Christmas fair I was at had raclette. It's really just the Swiss version of a grilled cheese sandwich, I guess. There's this giant cheese wheel, and it's all melty, and they put it on crusty bread. Oh, so delicious! But it's probably not the Christmas only food, is it? Okay, I've got a Christmas tree here in the corner. Maybe not sure which corner, but let's just make it. You know what? I think it's this one. And I think we have a reindeer in today's picture, or at least a little bit. Here, I found a piece. Let's find out. It's Dasher. And every time I say a reindeer name, I start thinking of the reindeer song. Which song? The one with Rudolph. You know, Dasher and Dancer and Cock. I don't even know the order of the reindeer in that song, but it starts echoing in my head. Maybe tomorrow I'll look up the lyrics since it's 24th and I'll sing it or hum a little bit of it. Okay, so I think we have an indoor scene today, and Dasher has made an appearance. it's a winter food in the Alps. Raclette. Oh, that makes sense. It's nice and warm and toasty. I've not haven't been to the Alps. I don't think I've technically been to the Alps. I've been in Geneva, and we took the ferry across the lake to. Well, we took the ferry from. Where did we go from? I was trying to make my way to Germany, so we took it from Switzerland, Geneva, to across to Germany. I don't remember which city in Germany we ended up in. It's yeah. But I went there, and I was hoping to ride the Zeppelin, because that's been a bucket list of mine, riding in a Zeppelin, and that's like the only company in the world that provides commercial Zeppelin rides. But then it was high winds that day, so they refunded me my money, and I was all sad. But I guess it was safe. I didn't die in a Zeppelin accident, but I didn't get to ride my bucket list Zeppelin either. So someday I have to go back. Maybe I'll go back next year when there's a World Series of Puzzling in Munich. I'll stop by that town, which is like half an hour from Ravensburg, to be exact. And at the time, we actually got to go and visit the Ravensburger factory, because I was with some of the organizers for various things, and I was with Karen Puzzles. She was also very active with working with Ravensburger at the time, so I think they arranged it for her, and I was like, oh, and they invited me because they sort of know me. I don't think it's a opportunity that I'll be able to repeat, unfortunately. But they do have a museum, a Ravensburg museum in the town, which is open to the public. And that's kind of cool to visit as well. They sometimes sell exclusive puzzles that you can only get there. Like pictures of the town itself, or historic photo of like Ravensburg. I had raclette when I went to Switzerland in April. So yummy. Oh, I guess it must still be a bit chilly there. I remember it snowed in Boston in April. How lucky to have visited the Ravensburger factory. You had to be Tammy in Wonderland. Oh, yes, I was so happy. But they had rules about what we could and could not photograph or film. I mean, I have my own photographs and stuff. I cannot publish any of those. Oh dear. What's happening? So these two have put their Christmas crackers and they're wearing the crowns, and they're playing a game where he's blindfolded. Party games. There's a book here called Christmas Party Games. So one of the party games is clearly to be blindfolded. And this the room service man has entered with tea and cookies, and behind him is Dasher. And because of all this chaos, Dasher's taking the opportunity to get some cookies. Good for him. The cat looks very offended, but cats are always offended, aren't they? So yes. Oh, excuse me. I seem to have caught a cold. All right, so I watched Karen do this amazed by a huge warehouse with robots. It looked like a sci-fi movie. My thought about that place, I put a small reel of that up on my Instagram as well. Have you seen the Indiana Jones movie where at the end they're in a giant warehouse where all the secret things are being pushed and stored away forever? It kind of had that feel. It was cavernous. It was tall. It was like 5 stories tall, and it was stretched in all the way. And humans went there. There was just robots moving up and down, putting pallets of puzzles in and out. It was amazing. I mean, because there's only 2 Ravensburger factories in the world, and most of them came from that German factory. And Ravensburger was like the 2nd largest toy distributor in the world, I think. I've told you like random facts. So yes, a lot of puzzles were in that warehouse. It was amazing. Karen has the audience, so everybody saw her video, but I got to take a small clip of that too. Okay, joke. Why did Santa give everyone puzzles? Wouldn't it be nice if everyone got puzzles? He wanted peace on Earth. Well, he's going to get pieces on Earth. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I wish I could go back to that factory. It's just fun. Got to see the machines where they produce the custom My Ravensburger puzzles. Got to see the printing, cutting, even the box making machines, and then the packing. It was fascinating, and it gave me a lot of confidence into how they're produced. They talked about where they source the materials from, the nearby Black Forest, I believe they call it. So it's like local. No, as a company, I'm quite a fan. We didn't get to see it was mostly the production site, so there was no like once I visited a wooden puzzle factory, but it was a small company. So I got to see the artists and printing site as well. Oh, I guess I saw the printing side of Ravensburger, but I got to see the entire process from conception to finish at the small factory. But the larger factory is just like machines, like printing stuff. Oh, also the printing section. I had this impression of the movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, and in the movie he's printing fake checks, and at one point he gets caught in his printing press, and there's like just paper flying everywhere and things being printed all over the place. The Ravensburger factory felt a little like that, just controlled chaos with prints happening all over. Ooh, a question. Did they tell you how many copies of puzzles they usually produce for each model on average? No, they did not tell me that. I did ask it specifically for one puzzle at the time that I was searching for, which at the time was out of print, which is the Star Wars 18,000 piece puzzle. And, I think the look they gave me implied that it was a very complicated question. I don't think they had like data on average. So because most of the people there would just guess, and I guess there was one lady who was there to make sure we didn't film anything we weren't supposed to. But on the whole, it wasn't like a press visit or anything. It was kind of we like you, so here you get to come and see some of our cool stuff kind of visit, which is Karen. But yeah, we didn't ask a lot of questions regarding like the business side of things. It was just really fun to see stuff being built. Hey, Scrapple J, good morning. Just talking about everything and nothing in particular. The last topic of discussion was the Ravensburger factory visit that I did a couple years ago. Karen has a very comprehensive video about it up. But I was just meandered over to that conversation when I was thinking about how nice it would be to be able to go again. Okay, so we have a pudding here, and I'm trying to figure out how everything fits together. All right, I think this way. There, okay. And, down below. Oh, the hand is holding the tray of pudding, and as I predicted, it's pudding. And I wasn't able to find my figgy pudding. I did find chocolate pudding the other day at the store. I wonder if I feel energetic enough to go on a pudding hunt locally. Although apparently the store I went to normally carries pudding. I just went too late in the year, and I guess all the British people in LA have purchased all the pudding that they imported. It sounds like such a good, cool opportunity, though it was, Lisa. Do you love to solve puzzles with a reference image like you're doing now? So, to be honest, a lot of the majority of the puzzles that I solve are training for speed puzzling. So no, I don't solve without the image for those because it's faster with the image. And I don't often solve without the image just because I guess I puzzle so much that it takes more time. Sometimes like wooden puzzles, sometimes the hand-cut wooden puzzles don't come with images some of the time. So I have to solve without the image, and it's fine. I don't hate it. It's just depending on what I'm solving for. And here we go. So tomorrow's the very last square and half of the figgy pudding. These hands are almost the same color. I think they're not. This one's a bit pinker. They made them different colors to show that they're different people. Someone's putting... It could be the same person. Yeah, I guess. Alright, let's see. Put this away and catch up on chat. Ralph's Factory is a fun video. Make your own pudding. There is a reference image. I have not been referring to it. It's in the box. came in an envelope like this, puzzle image inside, and here there's a full size image. Is that a spoiler? Maybe. So yeah, Cloudberries always provides a poster that's the exact size of the puzzle. So if you get, I was once in the 24-hour puzzle marathon, and there was a Cloudberries puzzle as one of the brands. They chose different puzzles for every puzzle, different brands for every puzzle in that event. And I saw some teams that laid out the Cloudberries puzzle, the poster, and was puzzling right on top of it and using it as a reference. Because there's a 24 hours marathon, but it was also a race to see who finished first. I think we were in third place. I think it was a while back. I don't remember. So at least you know the context of the image you've already assembled. Well, the way this one is designed is very clever. That each square has a little hint of what's happening in the next day. So it's very nice. If I thought about it and remembered that there were these apples from yesterday, I would have remembered that this apple would be on this side, and I would remember that the drink was up here. I guess if I puzzled directly into here, it would have been easier. But it's fun to just enjoy the surprise as it comes together. Because I don't do that often, as you say. Most of the time I do puzzle for speed. Second to last day, that's right. At least you know context and images. It's beautiful. Is the poster the same paper as the top paper image of puzzle? You know what? That's an interesting question. Let's find out. You know what? This one is matte. There's no glare on this one. This one is smooth and shiny. See, you can see it. So no, it's not the same paper. This one is like poster paper, like when you buy a poster to put on the wall. This is the same glossy feel. But they did manage to make the colors true. Because I've seen brands where the print for like the box image and the puzzle do not match the colors. It drives me nuts. Because I'm like, this looks like a piece with orange on it, but the box cover has no orange areas on it at all. And it turns out like it's pink. Alright, so what the heck? Puzzle. I think I know how to solve this. Let's see if I can get this right. I'll do this okay. Oh no, there's glare. And autofocus issues. Can you read this? Ooh, I can see what it says. There. It's going to be blurry, but I'll bring it close to the camera. It says Books by the Fire. Didn't one of the Reverie days introduce a country that the tradition was to give books on Christmas Eve and read them by the fire or by the tree or just as a family? I don't think I remember which day it was, but I remember that happened. So you have to reference image, but before you discover the image little by little, you keep the surprise. Exactly. Because this particular puzzle, the images are really cool, and I like the design. It's fun. They've designed it such that each square has interesting motifs in it, so it's still fun to put together. Because I mentioned how I dislike the cheap advent calendar puzzles that really just take one big Christmas image, like a snowy village scene with some stars in the sky, and then they chopped it up into 24 squares and they throw them in boxes. But that means like some days it's just completely blue sky with some stars sprinkled in. That's not fun to put together. And this puzzle, every day has been interesting. Every day has been fun. So that, that's the cost. That's what you get when you pay for good design. And it's a very hard thing to quantify. You can tell that is good because you enjoy it. But even just looking at a thing like that, it's hard for me to immediately know, like, oh, you know what? I know I'm going to enjoy this. I'll pay for it. My judgment for that, I still, even after all my experience, I still have trouble telling from just looking at a puzzle everything I would about it. Maybe I should just work on that too. So I do appreciate and I'm willing to pay more for good design because I trust that the company has put thought into this process and made sure that you get a good puzzling experience out of it. I always see a lot of people on the internet say, oh yeah, that's a pretty picture. I just chose it because it's a pretty picture. And then they do it and they're like, oh, that wasn't very fun. I'm like, yeah, you chose it for the picture. You got to there's other aspects that are important too. But I don't say that to them. I mean, everybody has the right to pick how they puzzle. The packaging for these events is so thoughtful. It is. It's not just a box. It's like they have a little thing each day on the back. Design, though the only cloudberries I've done is AB. It's so fast. I love it. Oh, thank you. I'm not trying to be super fast on these. I do want to savor them, but I have puzzled a lot, and I guess I am able to puzzle a little without thinking too much about it. Or if I try, when I talk, I can't think very much about puzzling. So when I compete, I don't talk a lot, and when I speed puzzle, I don't talk a lot either. So, which is one reason I haven't really live streamed my speed puzzling, because otherwise it'll just be mostly me silent, and that's not very different from just posting a video of me speed puzzling. Oh, a borrowed 1,000-piece gradient. Oh, did you do the cowboys gradient? I did the 500-piece version of that gradient, and it was so fun. Although I think at the time their process, their industrial process, it had the pieces not as good quality as it is nowadays. It's an older puzzle, but the design of that was so fun. Gradients to me, I love color, and the way I see it is just like, oh, this is just immediate. The color on a gradient puzzle is like a coordinate system to me. I'm like, this has a little bit of red and a bit of green, and this goes exactly in this portion. So I just was picking up pieces and right away putting them where they went, and that's really satisfying. So I have an edge piece, and that would be down here. Okay, so Cloudberries has a really fun catalog. The only problem for me is that they are based in England, so buying directly from them is expensive shipping wise. But I did buy these from them directly. It was expensive, but I knew it was going to be worth it. I was very excited. And then to buy from local distributors, you're kind of subject to whatever they bring in. So for the longest time, I couldn't get a 500 gradient. Here we go. Books by the tree. That's what this clue was. So there's someone reading a book by the tree. Let's pull out the rest of the cloudberries. And in a couple of days, I'll be able to post a full image of what it looks like. Look at it, so pretty. And there's yesterday's feast. And the mince pies. Mince pie, right? Because they're both, this is the UK as well. This cloudberries from the UK, so they have mince pies. Alright, so right in there. Only gripe was the laminating layers. Mine it was used already. That's what I was saying. I think they've improved their production process since then. At the time, I think they were having an issue with delaminating, but it was such a cool puzzle that I still wanted to do it anyway. One last day tomorrow for the last square. Okay. And so we have two more. We have a rabbit sweater and the ugly sweater. Which one first? Let's go with the ugly sweater. Day 23 is we're so close to the end. I've been loving this set so much. Okay. Here's this. Looks like a snowy sea. And I see shoes with bells on them, so I think today is the elf. And I see green clothing. Yep. It gives it away. You can see the striped stockings. Are there words? I don't see any word pieces. Oh, there are. It's white on light blue. Oh, visibility. Okay. Can't wait to try and put these on the table and figure out which 5 of them I would totally wear as real sweaters. Alright, so why am I... Okay, let's just... I was drawn to the bright green, so let's pull those out. So I guess all the hems of neckline, sleeves, and bottom are all this bright green. Let's see if I orient them stripe wise, it should work. Here. Okay, so I think this is the neckline. Just move that up there. And this is, I think this is the bottom. So here, yes. There. And this part's also the bottom. And I'm very familiar now with how this sweaters are constructed. There. Alright, I don't know which sleeve is which yet. Put that over. Should we try the letters so we can figure out what it's saying? Oh, long message. Okay. It's a B. There's an L. Belief in yourself. In your elf. Believe in your elf. What am I doing? Let's just spoil the whole thing. I feel like I've seen that phrasing before. Yeah, I did spoil it. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't end. Believe in. Why did I immediately think of that? L-I-E-N. And no. What is this? V. Believe. No. There we go. Believe in your elf. You're a great ambassador for Speed Puzzling Night, Karen. I love your content. Oh, thank you. I do what I can. I mean, I don't really intend to be an ambassador. I just I love to talk about what I love. And thank you for appreciating it. Alright, so we have this, you know what, there's so little of this grey stuff. I bet this is part of a sleeve. Let's move it to set. Let's find something easier to... Alright, you know what, let's work on our little elf here. Oh, there's this red part is a stripe down here, but it's also appearing up there. So, ooh, is this the bottom? That's the bottom. Okay, so the stripe part, maybe this part is a sleeve. And, well, where do I put his feet? These little jingle toes. Oh, there. And the striped stockings. More striped stocking. Oh, he's very long legs. I don't see a face. Is it just, you just have elf legs today? More stocking. Oh, it goes this way. Here we go. He's got red shorts here. Where's the rest of that stocking? I feel like I kept seeing stocking pieces and I didn't collect them. Oh, we got belt buckle. Oh, it's like here maybe? Maybe. Oh, here's the rest of the shoe. More belt buckle. And this. Oh, he's got his arms on his hips. Lots of attitude. I like it. I like it. Is there multiple? Is that a sleeve? It's a sleeve. That goes in there. Here's another one. No, that goes there. So we have that. Where's the rest of his shorts? Aha! You know what? This way the wrong. That goes there, and that puts together like that. That's why that's why that edge didn't quite fit right. Oh, if you wear this, you look like the elf because this covers your body. That's your head. You become the elf. That's why you believe in your elf. It's cute. Okay. The rest of this. All right, let's do it. Let's finish up this red sparkly part. Yeah. Yes. It's not a stripe. It's just it is a stripe. So there's a white stripe above some of it. And does it go here? Yes. And that goes there, and I think that's most of the stripe taken care of. This is part of his cuff. Okay, so that means this one goes here. Very good. Now, green stripe. Does that fit there? Yes, and now we know where the zigzaggy goes. Although I think there's multiple zigzaggies. But let's just figure out what we can. Oh yeah, I missed this ankle. And alright, so we'll put the zigzaggies together. So one that's this edge on here and has a bit of zigzag. Here we go. And then the same thing here, but it's not an edge. It probably connects to the inside sleeve. There. All right. Now something that pokes in a little bit. No, not that one. Oh, there's a star on this shoulder, like that. It's got to have an edge, like that. It looks like that. So maybe this piece. There we go. Oh, and then a bit more of the green. Oh, here's a bit of his toe. Oh, now we know that there's a grey stripe here with a star on it. How about the rest of that? This one. So we can now do the same thing on the side. The big star. Any more grey star? Oh, this is a piece of. This goes down here. Here it is. All right. And below that, there's a green stripe. Ooh, I don't understand how Hannah won the pairs. Only 11-ish minutes or something. Remember correctly. How's it possible to do 300 piece puzzles in that time frame? Oh, are we talking about the relay? So the relay, you have two people and you have two puzzles and you open both at the same time and each person is working on one of the puzzles and every 5 minutes you switch. So the challenge comes in that you have to sort of remember, well, you're coming into the puzzle that somebody's been working on for a few minutes and you take some time to be like, I don't know what's going on. What were you working on? Where's everything? We moved everything. So, that's supposed to create a bit of a challenge. But if you have two people who work pretty much in this similarly and they understand each other's style, it's not terrible. It's still a bit of a challenge, but it's not hard. How long did I take? I think it maybe took about 15 minutes in that one. And Hannah is fast. She's very, very fast. She's younger than I am. She's got better reflexes, better skills. So it doesn't surprise her. A 300-piece puzzle. Let's see. You know what? 11 minutes, that actually is a pretty decent time because when I did my Guinness World Record puzzle, it was a 250-piece puzzle and I finished it in 10 minutes, just about 10 minutes. And it was a Guinness World Record. So to do a 300-piece puzzle in is it 11 minutes? That is actually really fast, but it's physically possible. But yeah, you have to be moving so incredibly fast. And she's just good. I have to look it up. Did it really do 11 minutes? But yeah, so if the puzzles were not hard either. So here we get one was a Mickey Mouse puzzle and the other one was a ocean puzzle. So being familiar with that material, and then the box image. It's not too hard to like work quite fast on that. Now that is design your elf. You can see the words, it's hard to read. Believe in your elf. It's white on light blue. I just figured out why there's no head. I'm quick like that. Well, it took me a while too, but yeah. So the head is will be me if you wear this. It's super cute. Not as cute as You'll Be Sorry, but definitely up there. All right. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock and we are down to our last puzzle, and I think we should finish right on time today. I feel like tomorrow will be a long one because we have to assemble stuff and look at the whole thing for a whole month. But let's finish this one. 23. Greece. Olympic flame. Is Olympic flame and Christmas a thing? Oh, the famous location in Greece is the Olympic flame. Christogeia? I don't actually read Greek, but some of the Greek letters I remember, like that's the L, lambda, that's chi, the sigma. Is that's gamma. Lambda, chi. And rho, and N is mu? Grana? I'm sure I made some mistakes there. Kala Christogeia. Maybe I should ask my Greek friend how to say this. But yeah, I guess Olympic flame should only be there. Well, I mean, it's probably there in antiquity, but it's only there if you're holding the Olympics in Athens. I don't know anything about this. I've been to Athens. I went to see the Parthenon. They have a really cool the Parthenon. I went to see that big ancient temple on top of the hill. I'm terrible on. It was cool. It was old, and that was just before the post-COVID rush, where now they have to sell. People have to buy like they limit the number of visitors now. I went. Yeah, it was fairly early. There was almost nobody there. I went like really early in the morning. I even have pictures of myself, but almost nobody in the background. Why can't I remember the name of it? Yeah. All right. But I learned a lot of history. Going to the museum there, I learned history about it. How it was sacked. People tried to save some of the artifacts by burying them. I don't study history, so there's a lot of stuff. This stuff that is interesting, but I don't know it. This has to mean birth of Christ. You know, Mass Christ. I mean, I would be surprised if it does. That's a good theory. I like it. I probably could look it up, but my hands are busy right now. Okay. Let's see. This is pretty. Oh, there's the Olympic flame. Oh, the Olympics are coming to LA and soon. Next year? Yeah, I think it's next. Next year the Olympics, 2026. And I'm excited. I've never been to any Olympics events. It's going to be chaotic, but I live here, so at least it wouldn't cost me like thousands of dollars to go. I don't even follow sports all that much, but still, it's an international event. It should be fun to see. So there we have it. Day 23. Let's see if I can pull up the chart for it. The chart. It's under 5 boards. I risk everything sliding off the other boards. I will do it tomorrow. You get to see the whole thing in its glory. But here's today's work. Lots of lovely puzzles. Thank you for hanging out with me. Did I miss any? Oh, I put the 2 top berries into the boards already, so that's why it's so few. Bottom edge. I guess I should build the bottom edge. I'll prepare those because Yeah, this will be the bottom edge for the final one. The thing I realized about the Ravensburger is that you can assemble it any dimensions you want because the pictures don't overlap with each other. I think some people are doing 4x6. I'm doing 8x3 because these are so tall that 8x3 still makes it a more reasonably shaped rectangle. So I'm going to have to pull these edges out and work on them tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that today. We'll see if I have time. I just so much I intended to do, but time is running short nowadays. So yeah, thank you for joining me. These are puzzles from today. And tomorrow will be your last day. But I'm actually thinking of doing a live stream because I have a Christmas puzzle, which is somewhere here. The Ravensburger limited edition Christmas puzzle. And I think it'll be fun to do that together on live stream because a lot of people don't have that puzzle and won't be able to get that puzzle. And so I don't think I want to speed puzzle that one. So it'll be nice to share that with people. It's around in my puzzle room somewhere. Okay, right here. I'll show it. It's the name is A Country Christmas, and it's shiny. I mean, that's normally not a good thing in puzzles, but it's shiny. Hopefully the puzzle is not shiny. So, oh hey Jessica, thanks for joining. Yeah, I finished already today, but tomorrow will probably be a long day putting together all the events together, and I'm discussing whether I should do this puzzle on live stream. But people will be busy with Christmas stuff, but maybe I can do it after Christmas. Still won't be a bad thing, right? Oh, this was a previously issued puzzle, 20 years after its original release. Premium finish, rich colors. Yeah. How many puzzles do you have in your collection? That's a good question. It's a changing number. And 5 years ago, that answer was about 200. And now, just from looking at the collection, I'm pretty sure it's more than that. If I had to guess, a total wild guess, I would say probably around like 500. But then the number is also skewed by like mini puzzles, and I have a lot of puzzles that I've borrowed, and puzzles on my own that I've lent out because I share with other speed puzzlers to save. We do the puzzle and we pass it on. So there's a bit of play in the accuracy of the number. But the number that I have in my possession at this time, probably around that. I buy so many Ravensburger. I don't know why I do that because they're so pretty. And I have accumulated a lot of puzzles, and I have puzzles from puzzle swaps and rotation. It's like, library books. So and then I keep thinking like maybe I'll put it all together, take a picture and count them. But when I did that, when I had 200 puzzles, it took me hours. It was exhausting. I like carrying puzzles back and forth because you carry like 6 at a time for 200 puzzles. That translates into like 40 trips. So if you're doing that for 400 puzzles, it will be like a lot of walking. It'll be like a full day workout to put it together and then take it apart. It will be a project. Maybe I would have to plan for it. And I still want to do it, but I don't want to do it. I want it done, but I don't want to do it. It's cool to do puzzle swaps, lend and borrow. Yeah, it's very helpful that I have found people that live near me that like puzzles and like the kind of puzzles I do. So we do a lot of trading and sharing. I have a giant pile near my door of puzzles that are earmarked for other people. I have post-its with names so I can keep track. So if I go to puzzle with them, I'm like, all right, I'm going to see so-and-so there, so I need to take these puzzles with me. And I trust that other people keep track of their puzzles the same way I don't try to remember what puzzles are coming in. It's so hard. But yes, it was really nice seeing all of you and answering your questions. And I hope to do more of it tomorrow. And maybe I'll do more of it in the new year. It's a fun thing to do. It's just, I'm an introvert like a lot of puzzlers, and talking a lot. It's a little challenging, but it is nice to hang out with puzzlers. I enjoy it. It just takes a bit out of me. And having these edge pieces up here is just, I can't stop just putting them together. Again, so I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If I don't see you before Christmas, have a happy holidays. But hopefully I'll see you tomorrow if things aren't too chaotic for you. And we'll finish up this giant project. Bye.